The Israeli Prime Minister just said right there, it's gone beyond now getting these 2 soldiers back that were captured by Hezbollah. It is now about wiping out Hezbollah from southern Lebanon. And I want to get some reaction now from what the former Prime Minister just said. And here now is Raghida Dergham. She is the senior diplomatic correspondent for Al Hayat and an MSNBC analyst. Raghida, what do you think about what the Prime Minister just said?
Well, I wish that the former Prime Minister wouldn't have said that this is for the sake of Lebanon, because after all, this is also the destruction of Lebanon. I think a lot of people are watching whether the fight between Israel and Iran and Israel and Syria will continue to be carried out on the Lebanese territory, or whether there is going to be a decision to take it to Syria and Iran. Again, I'm not so sure the Iranians and the Israelis will engage militarily. Traditionally, they've had a very accommodating relationship of one another, somehow as if Lebanon is a permissible ground for fighting it out. So I think it's going to be quite maybe a long time before this takes another direction. It seems that Hezbollah is into defiance. It seems that Iran continues to support what is Hezbollah saying and pronouncing, that is, the fight continues. But of course, on the diplomatic level, tomorrow at the Security Council, there will be a discussion of what's going on. There will be a push, of course, by Lebanon for a ceasefire. The G8 summit, as you already mentioned, has practically concluded on the issue of the Middle East. So has the foreign ministers meeting in Cairo yesterday. So I guess the team, the UN team that is in the region now in Lebanon, actually, that is the team that we are waiting for to find out if they were able, or if they are succeeding at finding a formula to go on with diplomatically and end this.
You heard the Prime Minister. He had some pretty, I mean, he made a blunt statement right there as far as what the purpose is. Now, were you surprised by his blunt rhetoric in that?
No, but that's Mr. Netanyahu never is surprising on that. But I tell you, this is not about what Mr. Netanyahu would want to do with Hezbollah, without any other recourse. The country of Lebanon is being destroyed. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Hezbollah, yes, of course, they are being supported by Iran flatly and clearly, and I hope this doesn't become a sectarian-oriented confrontation in the region altogether, given the fact that the Shiites and the Sunnis are unfortunately fighting it out in a very ugly way in Iraq. As you know, Hezbollah is a Shiite, largely a Shiite organization, but that does not mean that all the Shiites of Lebanon support Hezbollah on that. And their position right now of sacrificing Lebanon and hijacking the Lebanese people for the sake of serving Iran or Syria, for that matter. So Mr. Netanyahu made some points, but I would think that it is not enough to just say these are terrorist organizations and this is how we deal with it. The issue is larger. The issue is about an Arab-Israeli conflict, about occupation, and I think eventually when things permit, there should be a tackling of this matter so that the United States is not painted as the villain who only adopts Israeli policies.
Raghida Dergham giving us the very latest, MSNBC analyst and Al Hayat representative. We certainly thank you for your time this afternoon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.